Yesterday evening, your living room looked perfectly normal. This morning, something feels different. Nothing major has changed, yet the space seems heavier, noisier, almost as if every corner is quietly asking for your attention. What if the problem isn't your furniture, your budget, or even your cleaning routine? What if the feeling comes from small daily habits you never noticed? In Japan, many homes create comfort long before anyone reaches for a broom. The secret isn't doing more work, it's preventing stress from settling in with simple rituals that gently shape everyday life. By the end of this video, you'll discover 6 Japanese habits that can give the same house a completely new feeling and turn an ordinary space into a genuinely calm home. Before we begin, tell me in the comments, which room in your home makes you feel the most peaceful? Habit 1. Start with one empty surface. You wake up, walk into your kitchen, and place a mug on the counter. Right beside it are yesterday's mail, a shopping bag, a phone charger, and a few loose papers. None of these things seem important. Yet before your morning has truly begun, your eyes have already noticed every one of them. Here's the surprising part. Your home doesn't have to be messy to feel mentally heavy. Every object that doesn't belong quietly competes for your attention. Your brain doesn't simply see a cluttered counter, it sees a collection of unfinished decisions waiting for another day. That's why many Japanese homes don't begin with deep cleaning. They begin with protecting one peaceful space. Instead of trying to organize every room at once, they keep one surface intentionally clear. It might be the dining table, the kitchen counter, or a small bedside table. That empty space becomes a place where the mind can rest, even when the rest of life feels busy. You can try this today. Pick just one surface in your home and give it a single purpose. Don't let it become temporary storage. If something lands there, return it to its proper place before walking away. It sounds almost too simple, but small habits repeated every day often create the biggest changes. After a week, you may notice something unexpected. The room hasn't become larger, yet it feels lighter. That's because calm doesn't always come from owning less. Sometimes it comes from giving your eyes one place where they don't have to work. But a clear surface raises an important question. Where should everything else actually go? The next Japanese habit answers that with one simple system that makes staying organized feel almost effortless. Habit 2. Give every object a home. Have you ever picked up your keys and wondered, where did I leave them this time? You check the kitchen counter, then the dining table, and finally the jacket you wore yesterday. A few minutes disappear, and your day starts with frustration instead of focus. Most people think this happens because they own too many things. In reality, the problem is often much simpler. Many everyday items don't have a permanent home. They simply travel from one surface to another until you need them again. Japanese homes follow a different approach. Instead of relying on memory, they rely on systems. Every frequently used object has one fixed place where it always returns. Keys go in one tray. The remote stays on one shelf. Chargers belong in one drawer. Nothing is left to chance. This simple habit does more than keep a house organized. It reduces the number of tiny decisions your brain has to make each day. When you stop asking, "Where is it?" your mind has more space for things that truly matter. Try a small experiment today. Choose 5 items you use every day: your wallet, keys, phone charger, remote control, or reusable shopping bag. Give each one a permanent home. From now on, every time you finish using it, return it to that exact spot. After a few days, you'll stop searching because your routine will already know the answer. A calm home isn't created by remembering where you left things. It's created by building a system that remembers for you. But even the best system can fail if objects never make it back to where they belong. The next Japanese habit solves that problem with one simple rule that takes only a few extra seconds but saves hours in the long run. Habit 3: finish the journey. Think about what happens when you arrive home after a long day. You place your wallet on the dining table, your jacket over a chair, and your bag beside the sofa. None of it feels like a problem because you'll put everything away later. But later rarely arrives. This is where many homes slowly become cluttered, not because people are lazy, but because small tasks are postponed. Every object begins an unnecessary journey. It moves from one place to another before finally reaching where it belongs, if it ever does. Japanese homes quietly avoid this with a habit known as the one-touch rule. The idea is simple. Once you pick something up, complete its journey. If you're holding your keys, place them in their permanent spot. If you've finished reading a book, return it to the shelf. Use it, return it, finish. At first, this may seem slower. In reality, it's much faster. You stop moving the same object 3 or 4 times. More importantly, you stop creating future work for yourself. Try it with just one category today. Every time you use your phone charger, remote control, or favorite mug, return it immediately instead of leaving it just for now. Within a few days, you'll notice your home staying organized without setting aside time to clean. A peaceful home isn't built by working harder. It's built by finishing small actions before they become bigger ones. But even when every object is in its place, one thing can still bring stress into your home. It isn't clutter, it's the mindset you carry through the front door. Habit 4: create a home arrival ritual. Imagine coming home after a busy day. Your body walks through the front door, but your thoughts are still stuck in emails, meetings, traffic, or unfinished conversations. You may be inside your home, yet your mind is still somewhere else. That's why even a clean house can sometimes feel restless. Traditional Japanese homes often include a space near the entrance called the genkan. Many people think it's simply where shoes are removed. In reality, it serves a deeper purpose. It marks the moment you leave the outside world behind and step into a place of rest. You don't need a traditional Japanese entrance to practice the same idea. Create a simple ritual whenever you come home. Remove your shoes, place your keys where they belong. Take one slow breath before checking your phone. Give yourself a few quiet seconds before moving into the rest of the house. This small pause tells your brain that work is over and home has begun. Instead of carrying stress from room to room, you create a clear mental boundary. Over time, your home starts feeling different. Not because you bought new furniture or changed the decor, but because you've changed the way you enter it. Peace often begins with a simple transition. And once your mind learns to slow down, there's another habit that makes every room feel even lighter. Surprisingly, it has nothing to do with buying more storage. Habit 5: let your home breathe. Take a look at any shelf in your home. Is every inch filled with decorations, books, boxes, or small objects? Many of us believe a full room feels warm and welcoming, yet too much visual information can have the opposite effect. Your brain is always processing what your eyes see. The more objects packed into one space, the more information your mind has to sort through. Even if you don't notice it consciously, that extra effort can leave you feeling mentally tired. Japanese interiors often embrace empty space as part of the design. A clear shelf, an open corner, or an uncluttered wall isn't seen as unfinished, it's seen as room for calm. That doesn't mean you have to throw everything away. Instead, choose what truly deserves attention. Display a few meaningful pieces rather than filling every available space. Let certain areas remain intentionally empty. You'll be surprised how much bigger and quieter a room can feel without changing its size. Think of empty space the way you think about silence in music. Without moments of quiet, every note loses its impact. Your home works the same way. A calm home isn't created by adding more beautiful things. It's created by giving beautiful things room to breathe. There's just one final habit that quietly keeps all the others working. Without it, even the best systems slowly fade away. Habit 6: reset in small moments, not big weekends. Many people wait for the weekend to reset their homes. They imagine spending hours cleaning every room at once. But when Saturday finally arrives, life gets busy, plans change, or energy disappears. The reset never happens. Japanese homes often follow a different rhythm. Instead of saving everything for one big cleaning day, they rely on tiny daily resets. After breakfast, the table is wiped before anyone leaves. After cooking, the counter is cleaned while it's still easy. Before leaving a room, a blanket is folded or a chair is pushed back into place. Each action takes less than a minute. On its own, it feels almost too small to matter. Together, these moments prevent clutter from building in the first place. This habit works because consistency is easier than perfection. Your home never reaches the point where cleaning feels overwhelming because small tasks are quietly completed every day. You can begin tonight. Before going to bed, spend just 2 minutes resetting the room you're in. Put away anything out of place. Straighten one surface. Leave the space ready for tomorrow's version of you. The goal isn't a perfect house. It's a home that supports your peace instead of demanding your attention. When tiny habits become part of everyday life, calm no longer feels like something you chase. It becomes something you live. A calm home isn't created by expensive furniture or endless cleaning. It's built through small habits repeated with care. Start with just one of these 6 Japanese practices this week and notice how your space begins to feel different. Sometimes, changing your daily routine is the simplest way to create a completely new feeling at home.